Check out thechosenprime.com in the link in the description below for this and other great items.
Welcome everyone to a special Radio Free Cybertron review. Today we have Breakneck and Quickslinger. These are the optional two characters that reference the G1. Just wanted to go ahead and take a quick look at the packaging first. On the front you have Build to Form, see back for details. I don't know who Build to Form, see back for details. That's a weird combiner, see back for details. Oh, they must mean side, because that's the side, and that's the back, which I guess works too. But here you have on the side, it just shows Superion, and here on the back you can see that Quickslinger is a replacement leg to replace Alpha Bravo. Then you have some nice product shots on the back of the package. And in the background you have the comic. So let's go ahead and take a look at Breakneck. And he is the Decepticon for Menasor. And on the back here, same thing. And he replaces the arm for Menasor, which is Dead End. So, again, on the front, you have him on the front of the comic. So let's go ahead and get these guys opened and out of package, and then we'll come back and take a look at their robot modes. So now we have Breakneck and Quickslinger out of package. Let's go ahead and take a look at their robot modes. Breakneck comes with his pipe, the same foot as Breakdown, or I'm sorry, as Dead End. You got some red thighs, red hands, gray on the outside, some other red detailing. He does have the funky elbow because it is the same mold, and he does have a different head sculpt, which is a really nice head sculpt. It doesn't really match the rest of the team, but it's still not bad. I still kind of enjoy it. Shot on the back. Have some nice gray paint with some silver for the headlights and a darker gray in the center here. And then your Decepticon symbol. Back of the legs are just gray. Same articulation, waist, legs, knees, upper thighs swivel. So everything you expect from these molds. Quickslinger is the same thing. They do have a waist rotation, but it kind of looks a little disjointed depending on how much you spin that. I personally would just leave that as is. White with some gold in here. Have some silver on the chest. The black connecting port. A white head, or white sides, with an orange head and blue visors. And I'm really digging this head sculpt, along with the coloring of it. He's even almost got like a white beard on the bottom there. Really cool. I do like this guy. Nice orange back there on the cockpit. And he does come also with the same gun as Firefly. And if we go down here to the feet, it comes with the same feet. The one thing that is worth noting, and I'm not sure why they did it, the gearing for Quickslinger is white. And the gearing for Firefly is gray or silver. So that is the only difference between the two, and the weapons and the feet. just a little minor difference. I was surprised that they were different at all, so I thought it was worth mentioning. Let's go ahead and get them in here with their mold brothers. And one thing I will say right off the bat is I'm happy that Breakneck at least comes with another pipe. That way when they're in vehicle mode, you can have one figure with two pipes coming out the sides of the car, and I think that is much better. But they all look really great together. So bring these guys in for comparison, just so you can see the differences. You can see the silver front compared to the all red front on him. A little bit of silver in the background, and on him it has a little bit of purple in the background. Down on the bottom, and I have legs backwards for him. Down on the bottom, same type of paint detail, all red with a little bit of brownish on off-road or Breakneck, a little bit of silver. The sides and the back, off-road actually has a little bit more, or not off-road, Dead End has a little bit more coloring. He has the actual back windshield painted as opposed to Breakneck. So lots of names for these combiners. Anyone who watches RFC knows combiner names are the hardest ones for me to remember. So I probably will mess it up a couple more times in the video before we're all done. And just take a look at these two side by side. Head sculpts are totally different. You have the red up top here with the gold, and he's all silver with some blue down in the waist also, and then gold and white, the different color feet. Then we'll come on back to the back, and it's basically red versus white, and the wings have similar detail, but they are different, and we'll see that in vehicle mode also. So let's go ahead, get these guys out of here, and we'll do the transformations. Now with Quickslinger, they're pretty easy. Gonna bring the arms down. Open up the legs. Collapse the legs back up. And on these you want to make note, you want to make sure this piece that moves with this tab on it just stays straight. Just like so. I forgot what these legs. These legs, they slot into each other. There we go. So you can do both the legs at the same time. If you want, snap that all together. We're going to try and turn his hands just to hide them a little bit, and that also allows them to tab in right there. And then just straighten out the wings, turn his head around, bring down the jet. And flip out the tail fin. And there you have Quickslinger in his vehicle mode, in his plane mode. And he is really nice. I really like this jet. It's a nice clean white, except for the scuff I have on mine, but other than that, it's a nice clean white. You can kind of see the robot on the bottom of him, but that's kind of to be expected. And then he does have ports on his wings for weapons, so you can arm him up with both cannons, or his gun and his foot/arm cannon or hand cannon. And now to dead end. Dead end, we're going to turn the waist right around just like that. You can go ahead and close the legs up. Flip open these panels. Come up to the top. Bring the front of the car up. Fold in the arms. Fold in the hands, which are on ratchets, which I don't really know why they need to be there, the ratchets, but they are very strong, so you can pose his hand, make it a little bent, and it'll stay. So at least on Breakneck, everything is really tight, really nice. And just snap that into place. Fold up his chest. Then come back down to the bottom here. Flip the back end around. Close up the wheels. And the side panels. And then finally just close up the windshield. And that is Breakneck in his vehicle mode. And I really like this mold. I like this vehicle mold. It's a very versatile mold. You can recolor this into a lot of things. So we'll probably see this as a BotCon exclusive eventually. Maybe possibly G2 colors. I think we're going to be seeing these molds a lot. And I'm okay with that because this isn't a bad mold. I like the silver wheels with the black tires, and it even has the rotors showing through. Really nice touch. Really like the different shades of gray and silver they have going on here. This is the only bit that kind of bothers me, and it's the same on the other figure, is this little paint up here. If they could have painted that the same color as the car, that definitely would have been a lot better. But I know that, probably out of the price range. So here you go. We'll stick the weapons on him. The pipe can go out the side. His foot/hand can go on the top. And then also we'll steal the pipe from Dead End and put that. And that looks right to me. He definitely needs 2 pipes. That's a true race car right there. So let's go ahead and get the other guys transformed, and we'll do a quick comparison. So here they are in their vehicle modes for comparison. First we'll take a look at Dead End and Breakneck. And the feet on the gears are different on Dead End and Breakneck too. I don't know why, but they are. It's not visible in robot mode. except for maybe in the hand a little bit. But we'll get them out of the way, get these accessories off. And I'm kind of partial to Dead End, just because he actually has a painted black back window. But as far as paint details, they are pretty close. The wheels look to be about the same. Headlights are about the same. I like the offset stripe on Dead End. Backs are about the same. But yeah, I like both of these cars. It's really hard to pick which one I like better. It would probably be Dead End. But they're both pretty cool. As far as the Jets, I think it's an easy winner for me. I like Quickslinger a lot better. I just really like the white they used on him. And you can see what they look like from the bottom and the top. And also, Quickslinger does have landing gear that will click into place. And mine is also a little bit loose, but mine's not as bad as some people who have Quickslinger, where it completely falls down no matter what. And Firefly is a lot tighter. So that's probably a mileage may vary thing depending on the figure. There's a top shot from the side. But again, very, very nice. Now let's get them out of the picture again. And we'll go ahead and get them into their arm/foot mode. And let me look at the packaging real quick. On Breakneck, they have him turning into an arm. So let's go ahead and do that. Bring the legs out. Flip the connector port around. Close up the legs. Tab them together. And there you have the first part of the hand done. Next part is to flip out this combiner port. Which we'll do by flipping back the windshield. Just like that. Flip the port out. So I had to look at the instructions to figure this out, and what it looks like is, instead of having the double joint here at the feet and the legs, what they want you to do is rotate this around, which only gives him one joint basically at the elbow, and then come up here to the top and kind of just angle this back and out a little bit, and then have the windshield kind of up like that, which gives you this area that's just sticking out pretty far, and then it wants you to flare the arms just like that. So kind of make a V with the arms, and I'm not sure why, but that's how they say he's supposed to go as an arm. So there is the official transformation for you. Probably not the one I would go with, but just so I can at least show you the official transformation, that's pretty much how it goes. Now, they do show another picture of this flipped all the way down for the arm, which you could do too. It's basically, when you get Menasor together, it's all however you feel like posing him and move these guys around. There is no one set position that's the correct position for him. So whether you want that up or along his back, that's going to be up to you. I personally would probably flip these legs around to give me that double jointed elbow, and then the hand. So we'll put him off to the side, and you can transform him into a foot too if you want. I'm going to do the official, what's on the back of the box transformation, and Slingshot just becomes a foot, which flip up his tail, insert his foot into the port at the bottom. Actually, I think it's like this. Then we're going to bring down this piece that plugs in, and then we probably have to loosen the feet just to bring the combiner port around and rotate his head, that way it's not sticking out and obvious. And there you have Quickslinger ready for his foot. So let's go ahead and get the other team members in here, and we'll put them in their full combined glory. So let's go ahead and combine Menasor first, since I have everything here ready to go to combine this guy. Just as a side note, this is my first time actually getting all these guys out of package to form Menasor. So we're going to go ahead and slide the feet on. They go right into that connector port on the bottom. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already combined Menasor. On the hips, he only has out like that, or all the way in where he's standing straight up. Unfortunately on this guy, and it's hard to get him back to the in position without taking off the feet, it looks like. So there's Menasor. Menasor's legs at least. Bring this up. Bring the camera up. And then dead end goes on this side, or drag strip. And we'll put breakneck on the other side. And there you have Menasor in his official transformation. And he is just standing up. Let me bring the camera back to try and get him all in the shot. And there are a lot of ways I've seen people have customized him, or not even found different ways to pose him, which makes him look a lot better. So I think that's definitely something that can be done. I kind of like Menasor without Blackjack in it, but let's grab Blackjack and throw him in, just so you guys can see how that looks. And that is Menasor proper. So definitely a nice figure. It's not the best combiner compared to some of the other combiners we've seen. I think out of the two so far, Superion is the better of the two combiners. I just got the BotBots this week, but unfortunately I don't have Hotspot yet, so I have no idea how he is as a combiner. Let's go ahead and we'll get Menasor out of the way and we'll bring in Superion. And now we have Superion all ready for his transformation, so let's go ahead. Take these guys, attach it to his legs. Take these guys, attach it to his arms, which is off camera because he is so tall. Pull that up. Attach this side to his arm. And this side. Oh, there you go. Didn't want to slide on there. And I really like this. I think it looks good. It's definitely got a lot of contrasting colors going on that make him look really nice. Zoom out real quick. And this definitely works. I mean, I can see what some people say about Alpha Bravo. Definitely adding a little bit of something different to the group. But yeah, he looks very nice. And if you're picky, I do have the arms backwards, and possibly even the feet. Yeah, I have the feet backwards too. I put everything on backwards, so let me go ahead and fix that real quick, just so we can be as official, at least as the packaging. And he is a lot more sturdy than Menasor, and definitely... That one is tight. There we go. There is Superion in his proper transformation, and just a really nice combiner. I really think he came out excellent. We'll bring Menasor in here next to him for a side-by-side. So these are about as G1 as you're going to get with the Combiner Wars Superion and Menasor with Breakneck and Quickslinger. Let's go ahead and bring in their ousted members, Alpha Bravo, which is he's gonna go get repainted into Blades, since he got ousted from Superion, and Dead End, he's just gonna hang out. I don't know, but there you have them with the team. Again, really liking Combiner Wars. They're doing an excellent job so far. Yes, they're not perfect. They can be better, but for the price point, they're really nice representation to have on your shelf. And just as a comparison, let's bring him in MP10 Optimus Prime, and you can see where these guys stack up together. Probably put him on the side of Superion. So they are big bots once they're all combined. And just a real quick note about the comics. The one that comes with Quickslinger is, I was mistaken, it's Combiner Wars number 3. And the one that comes with Breakneck is Combiner Wars number 8, which I believe are the same comics of the characters that they replace. So if you didn't get Alpha Bravo, I believe Alpha Bravo came with 3, Combiner Wars number 3, and if you didn't get Dead End, I believe he came with Combiner Wars number 8. So there you have the comics. Also, before I go, I wanted to give a big thank you to everyone at Hasbro and Hunter PR for sending these figures out to me. And hopefully we'll have more reviews like this for you. And I think we've covered every possible thing with these 2 new figures. And I would recommend going out, picking these up. They released to major online retailers, I believe, on the 22nd. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.